Greetings, my beautiful kings and queens of you stopping by. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sis Kathy Vet coming to you with another Country Wayne skit from these Country Wayne streets. Let's get into it. Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday. How are we doing today? I hope we blessed. I hope we are bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. We ain't no rabbit or nothing to be bushy-tailed, but you know what I mean. We feeling good. We got a good night rest, and we ready to get this last day of the week started and definitely have an amazing weekend. Relax if you need to. Maybe I gotta do some cleaning around the house. Maybe you just want to kick back. Maybe it's the start of your vacation. I don't know, but if it is, enjoy because you deserve it. Now, yesterday morning there was a skit with Lynette coming over. I miss Lynette. I like Lynette. I can't wait till she testifies for Greg. I'm waiting. I mean, we've been dragging this whole court date thing out. I don't know when that's gonna take place, but I wish it'll hurry up. They probably won't do it until Bethany recovers out of the hospital and everything, because she has some complications. So prayers to her to heal for a full and speedy recovery. Now, Lynette is coming over to talk to Brooke. I know her and Brooke has always had a good relationship. Lynette has that very peaceful spirit and attitude. She treats Brooke like a daughter. I love that relationship. I love the relationship with her and Shara. Really good and healthy. Lynette talks to her like a mom, like how Shara should talk to her. Shara's always so, like I said, you inconveniencing her. You always got an attitude, like always flustered and eyes popping out, enraged, upset, got an attitude, ready to leave. It's just a bit much. She needs to chill. You ain't going to yoke Brooke up like you did Destiny, then you might as well just stay at home if you're not going to actually do something, because you putting it all on Larry with no accountability. But here we have Lynette having a heart-to-heart with her, and I'm interested in seeing how this conversation was. I started to not cover it, but I think it's worth a watch and review. So let's get into it.
So you got a lot of stress on your shoulders right now.
Yeah, I do. They feel like I'm a disappointment because I want to go to college and I don't understand why.
I don't think you're a disappointment to them, and
Well, that's what my dad said.
well, you know what? People say things in the heat of the moment, and they're just upset that they just want.
It's not that you didn't want to go to college. You would have never started this if you didn't want to go to college. They did a lot. They did a lot to get you to where you at, and you were excited, and you talked about your 10-year plan. You bragged to all your friends about getting your life together and all this, and now you fall into the same category as they are, and not doing much of nothing, and don't know what direction your life is going to go in. The same thing that you were pissed off with Isaiah with, you're doing, Brooke. So it's really funny how now you don't want to go to college, and then when they tell you it only changed because this boy cheated on you, that's where it started. This wasn't always your plan. This is not what you wanted to do. You changed because of him. So I don't even know why now it's like people like, well, everybody don't go to college. That's her prerogative. If that was her plan from the beginning, then she could have had a different plan outside of college. That could have been a discussion back then. This popped off out of depression from Isaiah. Period. So it's not about her, not wanting to go to college, because it's not for everyone. Everyone doesn't go to college, and guess what? They can be successful not going. You can still educate yourself and not necessarily, make that route. Everybody doesn't do it, and that doesn't mean their life is going to go to hell. But that wasn't her plan to start with. So yeah, Brooke, you changed because of Isaiah.
More for you. They have worked up to this point
But
to get you.
I worked up to this point, and I had the whole plan. And like when that thing changed in my life, it made me look at my life like, hey, is this really what I want to do? Do I really want to be in this situation? So I started to move differently, and now
Stop.
What do I want to do? So just because I don't want to go to college no more doesn't mean I'm a disappointment
See,
or I'm not gonna do nothing with my life.
Okay, so you don't want to go to college, or you just want to put it on the back burner for a moment?
Yeah, I'm putting it on the back burner for a moment. And if that moment do come and I still don't want to go, then I'm going to find something else to do.
That you want to sit around and just do nothing.
No, I haven't looked at anything yet because they won't
See?
let me actually do my emotions because
Why don't you suffice them and do that? Say, listen,
I have tried.
I will go to this college. It's a little closer.
Oh no,
Give
I
me a
don't. That's the thing.
semester.
I don't want to go to college right now.
Wow.
Like that's back there. I'm talking. That's
Wow.
not my plan. I just need time to simmer and figure out what I want to do. Like anytime I walk around here, it's a problem. Like I can't go to the next room because my dad's yelling at me saying I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. When I graduated, that's really the main thing. I got my diploma, you know. And my mom always just on his side, and then Bethany's yelling about something that my dad did or something that I did. It's just too much.
Listen, I know you got a lot. You're a young girl. You're going through a lot. And I know that you probably got different feelings and emotions going on because you're still growing. But if you ever need somewhere to go just to just put it all down and not have to think about it, you come to my house. You can retreat to my house.
I didn't even know that was option.
It's always an option. I'm not going to get on you. Nice. We'll talk when you're ready.
Right.
I'm not going to pressure you.
That's her spirit.
You know, but my door is always open for you.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. You're like the first person that actually like sat down and like understood me. Because you know, like I am 18 and I am starting my young adult life, but I don't really know like what that is. And I feel like I should be able to make a decision because you know.
Along with that, not to keep beating up Brooke on what she's going through, because now this is what how she feels now. This is I don't know if this is something that she's going through in real life that she shut this down. Because we've been asking, Shara was on a live yesterday, and a lot of us was asking about Brooke. You know, is she really not going to school or whatever? And a lot, Shara said she could not get into. She couldn't talk about. But she like, yes, that is my daughter. You know, and Larry. So she was, basically bringing that to light, but she said I can't talk about it. So she was getting into like general questions, but a lot of us was asking stuff related to the skits and the college thing. She wouldn't answer because I remember when she did do the poster about her getting accepted into Southern, and this was prior to they mentioned it in the skits and that she was going there and they visited the school and all this. So I don't know if this was, a decision that Brooke didn't actually make, but they did that announcement as a part of the skits and went to the school and checked out everything, and she went through orientation, all that seemed real. So I'm starting to think that in real life, she got to a point where she wasn't so sure now what she wanted to do, and they incorporated that. I don't know if it'll change. Maybe she'll go in late because, like I said, Charlotte said she could not answer that as far as where the storyline was going with Brooke with school. But like she said, this is something that many children go through. They make changes all of a sudden because of the impact of what happened with Isaiah. I think Brooke is starting to realize that life is not going to always work out in her favor and in her plan, and she's trying to think, what is it that she's trying to take all of this in about life, because much of this wasn't shared with her. A lot of this wasn't explained. She's led a very sheltered life, so she's trying to get an understanding and grasp on life and the different ups and downs, and it's been traumatizing for her because she's been like in this box with Larry with not a lot of exposure, the losing her virginity, to being, and no one knows that yet. So I'm wondering if she's going to share that with Lynette. Lynette may be the first person she shares this with, and she very well may go to her house for a while, and she may be going through this as a teenager, trying to figure out life now, realizing if this is something she wants to do, if she want to continue with college. I don't know. This thing with Isaiah really knocked her off her feet. Now Isaiah's moving away, so she's not even going to be around Isaiah. Yeah, I just wish she figures it out, get her life in order. Even if she wants to work a little bit, I think working is a level of responsibility, not just sit around and do nothing. If you're not going to school, then you're going to have to work. You're going to have to find some kind of job and be productive and responsible. And this is what they need to do. If college is not it right now, she's going to be off a semester and start maybe in the spring, then sit down with her and be, what's the next plan? You have to work. You can't sit around here and do nothing. Because this is what she used to, just giving things and not giving enough responsibility. We've seen her cook once in a blue moon, something simple. We've seen her maybe a couple times wash the dishes. But other than that, Brooke really doesn't do much of anything. And I think this is what they need to start teaching her. And I'm glad Lynette is there to help her along the way.
Other people's paths or not my path.
Yeah. I respect your choices, and I do believe in you, and I do believe you're gonna make the right choice in time. In time, maybe just not right now. Your mind's a little clouded. I get it. But if you need to clear your mind, come to my house. We'll order food. We'll cook. We'll eat.
My dad's
Yeah, because it's just Lynette.
Anytime he see me, he goes on a whole rant, and I don't want to listen to that right now. But thank you, I really appreciate
No,
you.
you don't need a rant. She needed somebody calmly to talk to her.
Hey, Lynette.
Hi.
You ain't got to run the house?
She had to run inside. So you got a lot of stress on your shoulders right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is something that she needed. She needed somebody just to listen to her without the yelling, and be at peace. It's complicated growing up with the struggles, being a young girl, and then now being cheated on, and in the midst of losing your virginity, and just how she was brought up. Brooke wasn't brought up with street smarts and knowing how boys could be. She really trusted Isaiah. So trying to look from that perspective and not just beat her up regarding school and her mouth. I don't like her attitude. I don't like her disrespect and all that. But, to take it back, I'm trying now to look at it from another point of view and based on the cards that she's been dealt. And just how complicated things can be at this age, the struggles. We thought it was bad coming up at my age, at 18, and puberty and peer pressure and just a lot of different things we go through as teens. But I think it's a lot harder today. Social media, children seem to act a lot older. Their minds are so much aware of a lot of things at such a young age. And a lot of what some of the teens, especially the apartment teens, have been exposed to or learned, Brooke hasn't. In her sheltered suburban life, she hasn't. So she's just trying to get a grip on these things right now that some of the other teens already have experienced or are aware of. Brooke isn't. So I'm glad that Lynette spoke to her and given her that option to fall back on. And she may be at a better space to clear her head with nice, calm, sensible, non-irate conversation to make her feel comfortable and sort things out in her life and really figure out where she wants to go. I think Lynette should have a conversation with her on, really how she feels and how life is and how it's not her fault with this whole situation with Isaiah. I think she needs to get that sorted out. Get some advice on that, on how she feels, what she went through. And I think that Lynette will be the one who she shares the fact that she lost her virginity to him, and that's why it impacts her so much more. So I hope she'll be able to get that out to someone and get that kind of advice that she needs, because Shara and Larry don't know. And the way Shara gets, I don't know if at this time she's the one that she needs to release that to in light of everything that's going on. She can share that with Lynette. That's up to her. She's grown. She can share it with whoever she wants to, if it's going to relieve her and help her get some understanding on the turmoil that she's going through inside. So I appreciate Lynette for that. Let me know what y'all think about this skit. Glad I watched it. Let me know. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace, and we out. Have a great day, fam.